Let me show you how to do the bucket lab, specifically the video analysis directions. Okay, so and these are a little tricky, but I've done this before, so I think I can show you. All right, so what we want to do here is we want to download the movie that's at the bottom of the thing. So let's do that first, and it will put it in your that'll put it in your Google Drive. Okay. I'm going to close that, and then we have to go to this link right there, and that'll open up a Google Doc that has the video analysis key in it. Okay, and we want to go to that website. I don't think we need the key anymore. All right, and then let's choose a file. We're going to choose a file from and then that'll be the bucket draining one is what you want. Hopefully that will load. It might take a little while. Okay, so this grasshopper walks into a bar. Aha! And the grasshopper says, oh, no, the bartender says, okay, so I'm going to make this thing go full screen like that. Okay, the first thing we want to do is we want to set the scale there. So see these marks right there? That mark and that mark. Those are 20 centimeters apart. So we have to tell this that it's 20 centimeters apart. So put that guy right there and put this guy right here. Here we go. It says it's 1 meter, but I'm going to say 20 centimeters. Does anybody else find that keyboard annoying? I bet there's a way to make it not work like that. Okay, and then the next thing I want to do is I want to stick the, I want to advance this to the end, and let's figure out where the lowest spot is. I guess I could have, no? Okay, so then this is our origin here. So I'm going to move this guy over here, and I sort of want, that's good like that. Okay, I'm going to say, I'm going to put this like right below that. Okay, right below the blue water level there. I don't want any negative values, and I'll go back, I'll move this if I need to. Okay, and then now we've set the scale. We said that that's 20 centimeters, and the next thing to do is to go back to the beginning of the video, and we're going to use this point here. Okay, actually, no, wait, hold on. There's one more thing we got to do. So go into this. We don't want to do every frame because, dear Lord. Okay, let's do every 10 frames. That will give us, by the way, about 20 data points, which is good. 20, 50, something. I don't know, a reasonable amount. I think the first time I did this, I had 225 data points. Okay, so what I did was I took this movie and sped it up 4 times and also made it smaller, so it's not 160 megabytes. So once you've done all that, click this little add thing. You'll get these crosshairs. Now, every time I click this, I'm going to get a little blue dot right in the center of that crosshairs, which isn't a big problem, except that this water level, when it gets down lower, is going to move more slowly. Spoiler alert there, right? And so what I'm going to use is, see that left side there? Right now I'm poking the S of smoky prevent wildflowers, help wildfire. Did I say flowers? Wildfires, right? Right now I'm poking the S, but right now I'm gonna go over there and see that little spot right there where the water line meets the meter, the ruler. I'm gonna click that, and then I'm gonna move it down and click where it is again, and it advances 10 frames every time I click automatically. Okay, so this grasshopper walks into the bar, right? And the bartender laughs. He says, you know, I serve a drink named after you. And the grasshopper looks confused. And he goes, you've got a drink named Kevin Rothschild? Is it funnier if I add a last name? I think it's funnier if you just say Kevin. I'm getting like carpal tunnel from this. If you look on the right side, you can see there's a data table, and it's filling in the X and Y coordinates of where I'm clicking on the screen. And that origin is where 0, 0 is. So hopefully we're not going to, I just don't want any negative values. I feel like, in this time, this day and age, it's better to be positive. You catch a squirrel, just climb up in a tree and act like a nut. We're getting there, man. It's getting highly arbitrary as we get down here. Look at the beautiful curve we're making there. All right. So I think we're done. We've done all that, right? And now what we want to do is we want to get this into a Google Sheet. I'm just I'm going back to normal, right? So see the top of this bar right there, okay? You can either tap it with 2 fingers. That works on my Chromebook. I don't know if it'll work on yours. The other thing you can do is you can do an Alt, just regular click, okay? That's like a right click. So I think if you're maybe on a Mac, it would be a control click or a right click on a PC. Whoops. Let's do that again. We want to copy, right? And then we want to do a Google Sheet and do a blank sheet. And then here's the pro tip. Don't paste it into that first cell. You want to paste it into the second cell. So click right there and do Control V. There it is, right? And this guy here is time. And then that guy is Y, and that is centimeters. And that guy is velocity in the Y, and that is centimeters per second. Okay, now here's how I know that, by the way. If you look at this, there's time, the third column is Y, and the fifth column is velocity, right? Okay. And then we can get rid of these columns. Okay. So I'm going to go edit, delete that. We don't really care. These are the X values. We didn't really keep track of our X values. Shouldn't have changed, but it's not important to us. There we go.